hello. I don't know what there was a delay. It was all dark in here, but we're here. Hello and welcome back to our Team Lotus series, another live stream, and we head to Suzuka in this one, Japan, one of my favorite races on the calendar, although it's absolutely awful for us last year in our Team Lotus series, but we did have a car that was dead last, and we had a mixed up race with a lot of weather, wet weather, and yeah, a very poor result. But we are looking a lot better this year. Third race of the season. Danny Ric scored 2 points in every session he could so far. The race in Australia, sprint in China, and the full race in China. So hopefully more of the same. Liam Lawson yet to score points. But as you can see here, we have qualified in 6th with Ricciardo and 9th with Liam Lawson. So hopefully we are looking to finish in the points with both drivers. Let me just pull across something onto my stream here. There we go, that's all better. So yeah, we are starting 6th with Danny Ricciardo, 9th with Liam Lawson, so all's going well in qualifying. We are going for the same setup in terms of the strategy is the same. So it's a 2-stop, starting on the softs, medium, middle stint, softs at the end. Liam Lawson not as good, sorry, on his tyres. So he's a bit more conservative on that first stint. So hopefully go a little bit longer than Ricciardo. Let's see how we do as we jump into this race in Suzuka and get underway. Mr. Game, good luck. Let's get Lawson in the points. Yes, indeed. I'm hoping so. He's got a good chance in this race. Get up. Did you just start? Yeah, we just started. The stream has just started and we are ready to jump into this Japanese Grand Prix.
Welcome back, everyone. The final preparation. Get ready.
So it's set to be a dry race this time round in Suzuka. Let's see how we go. It's a Mercedes on pole. They've started the season very well indeed. George Russell and Bottas in 4th. But we start 6th and 9th as we get underway here in Suzuka. And Lawson looks like he's, well, briefly made the jump on Hamilton. Might still have him here. And settles back into 9th. Ricciardo 6th. So we are where we started. That's absolutely fine. Ashley, hello, buddy. Hope you're well. So let's just have a look at tyres, shall we? So, yeah, no hards. We didn't expect the hard tyre to be ran here. It's pretty bad in Suzuka. So, Ricciardo signed some Bottas on the medium, so perhaps we want to think about clearing them early on. Can't push these tyres too hard, especially with Lawson. I'm just going to settle in straight away with Lawson into the strategy.
Very important.
Yes, hope you're well, Ashley. That's Verstappen. I think Verstappen started 4th, didn't he? He's already up to 2nd. So good start for Max Verstappen. But yeah, Mercedes, I think, might have the best car so far this year. Good, thanks. My daughter's sick at the moment. Coughing, been sick the last 2 nights. Oh, Ashley, sorry to hear that, buddy. I know too well what that's like. Sleepless nights for you, unfortunately. Alright, so as I say, I don't want to burn these tyres up, so let's just settle straight in.
And try to cool down the tyres while you can. It's slightly coming up.
Yeah.
We do need a little bit of lift off for the fuel.
Right, so so Lawson's in a Ferrari sandwich. So I'd like to get past Sainz, really. If we could. I'm going to put a bit of deployment out of here.
Click overtake available.
Okay, understood.
But yeah, it's Sainz on the medium, so but it doesn't look to be significantly slower, to be fair. But we'll see if we can do anything on that. Only had 2 hours sleep the last 3 nights, only 2.5. Oh, that's tough. It's tough. There's a lot of it going about at the moment as well. Right, so yeah, so the top 10 already starting to build a DRS gap. Hopefully Merc are cooking. Yeah, I think Mercedes might have the best car at the start of our 2025 season here. I believe Bottas is leading the championship after 2 races and a sprint. Right, so Alonso is just fallen out of DRS there. Lawson is still in that DRS gap. Yeah, so top 10 really pulling away. King who never became king. Prince. Do love a bit of Bottas. Steve, hi buddy, hope you're well. I'm very well, buddy. I'm very well, thank you. Right, let's stop looking at Ocon, shall we? Ricciardo, still within DRS science. Yeah, we're keeping up with this pack, which is good to see. Right, Charles all over the back of us. But we have got to conserve these tyres with Lawson. Now, the big thing with us, for Lawson's point, is really Oscar Piastri, who was unluckily, because of traffic, got knocked out in Q1. So he's bogged down in 16th. So we really need to see him making slow progress. And that should, if that happens, guarantee Lawson at least a point. So I'm not going to fight Charles too hard with Lawson, but we'll try and keep in the DRS so we're still pulling away. Because look at that gap already to Ocon now, 4 seconds. And Piastri's 5 cars behind Ocon, so looking good so far. And Ricciardo just about staying with Sainz. Who do you think will win in Austin? I don't know. We've got, is it sprint quali, isn't it, in a few hours' time? Yeah, it's tricky because it's been a break. If you're going in a form book, you'd have to say McLaren and probably Lando, but I've just got a sneaky feeling it's going to be Max. I've got a feeling. Oh, there's a crash behind us, a Ferrari. Hamilton and Alonso. And Lawson goes up to 7th there.
Copy.
I think Hamilton was making a move and he's clipped Alonso. Alonso getting dirty tyres there. Let's have a look. Oh, locks up. And then hits Alonso for good measure. So I think that's probably going to be a penalty for Lewis. It's got significant damage, it looks like, as well. And so is Alonso. So that's even better for Lawson. Lawson up to 7th now. Still got Charles all over him. Is this the moment Charles is going to get past us? Hamilton is going to get a penalty for that as well. So all positive stuff for Liam Lawson here. Who, to be fair, has driven very well for us in the early races. Just been a bit unlucky. And Hamilton, there we go, confirmation that 5-second penalty. Yeah, I just think all the talk after this break of a title race, I just think kind of written that Max will poop all over that and get the win. But who knows? We'll see. It's interesting. It'll be interesting. I haven't looked to see what teams have bought upgrades.
Maybe Spa and Patience.
As Charles finally gets past us, so that was to be expected, of course. Charles on the medium. Ricciardo's still within the DRS of Sainz. And Leclerc's got 2 seconds now to close up onto Ricciardo. Lawson we can just sort of manage now, really, with that little gap to Alonso. Alonso and Hamilton have got damage, and hopefully they're just going to slow the rest of these up. What happened to Ocon as well? Ocon's last. We didn't see that, did we? Because Ocon was the driver in 10th. Did he get caught up in that somehow? Yeah, we did not see that. Nat, just saw your video about Singapore, liked it, but it's a time ago when you recorded that. Yeah, the TikTok videos are quite behind the live series, so I just do snippets of those, so we've got a bit of a backlog of those. So yeah, there's still a few more to come on Singapore, so we're probably like 5-6 races behind on the TikTok videos than we are on the live streams. Yeah, if you want to be very much up to date on the series, then YouTube is the place to go for the live streams, but also the highlighted episodes. So if you're watching on TikTok, click the profile, and then in my bio, you'll find the link to the YouTube channel. So yeah, this is going quite well because Lawson is increasing that gap. So I think Alonso's damage is quite significant there. And it's basically just going to be a DRS train, which is going to cost Piastri as well. So he's stuck behind these two Haas Toyotas.
Yeah, copy.
Of Teo Porcher and Joe. And then he's got Gasly. Hamilton with a penalty. And then we've got Alonso. So looking good for Lawson. Can you do the Lotus Renault black livery? Yes, Steve, I can give it a go. I don't know if you saw our Monaco one of last year, but that was more inspired by sort of the John Player. But yeah, I'll have a look. I'll have a look and see if I can create that and do that as a one-off livery and see if people like it. Maybe we'll do that for Monaco again. Right, so Ricciardo's out of the DRS now, but absolutely fine. We're lap 19 with Ricciardo, lap 21 with Lawson. This is going quite well for us so far. Alonso continues to drop back. Gasly in the kick Sauber is past Hamilton. Hamilton's got, although he's got that penalty, has got significant damage on the car as well. So Lawson's just got to hope we can pull this gap. I still think Piastri's the danger man, really, in all of this, but he's just bogged down in this DRS train. He'll clear these once they have to pit. But going well for us at the moment. We're on the trajectory, so we can't really push the tyres anymore, so Charles might have the pace on us. He's got a bit more tyre life than he can use than us. Yellow flag again.
Approaching yellow flag.
Our drivers are safe. It's Stoff Van Dorn.
But here we are following the Alpine. Things were all right here. Oh,
What's happened here with Van Dorn? Big lock
By
up.
that point, it was just too late.
Yeah, I wonder what did happen to Ocon. So it's a shame we don't have a replay mode in this game, so you can just go back and check what happened to other drivers, because he was in 10th before that Hamilton-Alonso instance, so I don't know if he got caught up on that or what. Alonso looks like he's just brought the gap down a bit here. So I wonder if he's starting to push on those mediums. His medium tyres are not in great condition, considering they're only 3% better off than Lawson. There's not too much margin between the soft and the medium at Suzuka. As you can see here, it's quite balanced out. Hamilton is probably having to manage those tyres because locking up has wrecked his strategy somewhat. Hamilton's near enough got the worst tyres on the grid, apart from Van Dorn, and he's on the medium, so... Yeah, still 4.2. Piastri still is unable to clear the Haas drivers. So yeah, going well for us at the moment. Charles Leclerc has finally caught up with Daniel Ricciardo. So what we're going to do here is hopefully just be able to stay with Charles here.
No more lift-off required.
Understood.
Just try harvest a bit of life back into the battery there. So the pecking order at the moment appears to be, it's very close. It's very close between Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari and McLaren. Those two are very close. And then we're sort of now the fifth best team. It is appearing anyway.
Understood.
So it will be difficult for us to fight with, say, Charles, or would have been perhaps Hamilton and Piastri coming through.
Battery is good.
Piastri's cleared one of the Haas's, actually.
Overtake available.
Yeah, Piastri has cleared Zhou in one of the Hasses. Theo Porchera has passed Hamilton. Hamilton having an absolute stinker of a race. Having to manage his tyres, got significant damage and a 5-second penalty, and he's been overtaken by a Haas and a kick Sauber. But Piastri, yeah, still got work to do though. And that gap is eking back out to Alonso again now. Did we get DRS? We did. Right. Kind of took our eye off the ball and left him on harvest for a bit too long there, did we, Ricciardo?
Our next car ahead is Leclerc.
62% tyres. So another 8 laps and then we'll be bringing Ricciardo in. What is the time loss here? Basically 24 seconds. So what would that be? 33. So at the moment we would come out in 21st, but there's still a good 8 laps before we actually stop, so that will change. Right, trying to stay with Charles here, but it is a bit difficult. As I say, I don't think we've quite got the pace of those 6 ahead of us. We can battle, I think we're just about ahead of Aston Martin, but yeah, Ferrari, Red Bull, McLaren and Mercedes are ahead of our car at the moment. But it's certainly better than last year, where we are languishing in last place. Did Ocon have a lock? I don't know. It didn't. I'm sure it didn't show a replay. I'm going to make a move here on Charles. Oh, lovely Daniel Ricciardo through there. Can we keep position? Who's going to be ahead? Who's going to get the DRS here? Couldn't really tell. I think it's us. I think we were just behind. No, it's Charles. Charles will probably keep that position.
Charge on.
Let's just charge a bit into there. That's fine. Hamilton.
His tyres are a
Is
bit
he...
off the cool side.
No, he's moving back up, is Hamilton.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
That's okay. And you can go charge off now.
So 12 laps gone.
Okay,
Things going well so far for us. I think, we just need to keep it clean and we should be able to get double points here. And Ricciardo nearly getting a move done there. Previous lap through 130R, which would have been lovely to see, but couldn't quite hold on to it. So Verstappen leads, but there is a DRS train. Look at this. There is 1.7 seconds between the top 5. Russell Jordan, come on folks, let's hit that like button. Yeah, please do. If you like the content, no matter the platform, please do smash the like on the video. It really does help me out. But yeah, we're currently looking at 1.7 seconds between the top 5 here. So this race could go anyway out of those top 5. Danny Ric, did we stay in the DRS of Charles? Just about.
Let's lift off, please.
Roger.
Okay, charge on.
Okay.
Reminder for charge.
Look at Gasly going the kick Sauber. He's had Alonso. Gasly's in 9th place. And he's 5 seconds behind Lawson. Where is Piastri? Piastri's still not making ground, is he? And Hamilton's battling it out with Theo Porchera. Squeezed out wide a bit there by Theo. So Piastri is what, a net 7.5. He's a net 10 seconds behind Lawson, so he's going to do well to make that up. I just got a promotion. I'm celebrating with some Cali. Oh, well done, Russell. Congratulations, buddy. So Ricciardo's kind of sticking with Charles, but I don't think it's a fight that we can prolong. What's tyre life looking like? Not too bad. We should get to target lap of 19. And it's 21 for Liam Lawson. I have been impressed with Liam Lawson. I'm probably going to give him the commentator's curse now, but I have been impressed with him. He's not made any mistakes. Every session's been clean so far.
Tyre update when possible.
And if he keeps it all together today, he will score his first points for the team. So fingers crossed. And Gasly's taken a bit of time out of him though. Here Gasly doing big things in that kick Sauber today. That would be massive for them to score some points. Theo Portier is the first driver into the pits. So he's jumping out of that DRS train that he was in alongside sort of Alonso, Piastri and Hamilton. I mean, the RB drop-off, we talk about Red Bull in real life, the RB drop-off in our save needs to be studied. They were, what, 5th best team last year? And I think they're probably 8th or 9th now. Struggling big time this year. Van Dorn also pits this lap. And yeah, we've just lost out to the DRS to Charles, but we've got 9 seconds to
Keep going with the
Lawson.
lift-off. You're doing very good job. Keep going with the lift-off.
You viewed evening, buddy. How are you? Hope you're well. Yeah, so we've got Ricciardo's got 8.6 to Lawson. So Ricciardo's pretty comfortable in 7th, I would say, at the moment. I missed practice and qualifying. How does the car look this weekend? Car is looking good. Car is looking very good. We qualified P6 and P9. So, car, at the moment, in terms of the pecking order, it's those teams that are ahead of us. As I said, Mercedes, Red Bull, Mercedes, McLaren and Ferrari. And we're sort of the 5th best team. So, things are looking good. I feel we might have a sneaky podium this year. Not bad, mate. Just had my flu and COVID jab, so taking it easy. Lovely stuff. Hopefully you don't get a little flare-up. Is that a myth? Or it feels like it happens when you have those. You get a bit of flu-like symptoms, doesn't it? Now, I've got some more pit stops going on. So, both Haas's have gone for early pit stops. Who do we expect? Hamilton's going to have to pit pretty early, considering he's on mediums. He's going to have to be in the next lap or two, and a few more will be in. So, what did we say that? I've completely forgot what the loss was. So, 24 seconds. So, Danny Ric, what are we looking there? Leader, 24. So, it'd be about 33, wouldn't it? So, yeah, it would come out behind Stroll by about a second as Max Verstappen from the lead is pitting. It's going to be a clean stop for Red Bull. It is indeed.
Get ready.
Okay, understood.
What do we think in the chat, though, for Kota this weekend? Who's going to win?
Yep, understood.
I was asked it early on, of course, but who do we think's going to win in the chat this weekend in real life in Formula 1? As a load of cars jump into the pits now, Hamilton, Gasly, Piastri, Stroll and Hamilton all in. So this is opening up our gap for our pit window very nicely. Hamilton's got to serve that penalty, of course, so he's going to filter out very low down, I'd feel. Verstappen's 2.7 seconds behind Lawson. He should get past us pretty quickly, but if not, he's obviously going to be looking to do an undercut, although he's leading the race, but he's looking to extend with that undercut his lead. But if he gets bogged down behind Lawson, that's not going to work. And he's on the softs, so has Max gone softs there? Yes, he has. So Max will be going soft mediums, where Bottas is already on the medium, so you have to presume Bottas is going to go medium soft. So he'll be on a quicker tyre at the end, so I don't think this is over, this one, for the win. Well, a little cold like, but hey, it comes with the jab sometimes. Just means if I end up with any, I just take care of myself more than normal. Yes, indeed. Coach, I think it will be my McLaren. Which one? Well, I'm hoping Norris with Oscar in second. Yes, indeed. That would be very nice. I will take that as a McLaren fan. McLaren 1-2, Lando winning. Oscar Piastri second. George Russell third. Charles Leclerc fourth. And Max fifth. That will open up the championship. So Max is now behind Lawson, so how quickly is he going to get past us here? For his sake, hope very quickly. We haven't got any interest in fighting him. It's not going to matter for our race, but I'm just interested to see if he loses any time. He's going to lose time all through here. As we get on the straight up to 130R, he's probably going to fly by us pretty quickly, if not before then, into the hairpin, or even through here. Getting very frustrated is Max. Is he going to make the move there? He is. We let him have it. That's absolutely fine. So he lost a bit of time there. Says we are pushed wide, but I don't think we were.
Come on.
That was Ricciardo's engineer, wasn't it? Don't know what's going on there. Right, so a couple of laps to go for Danny Ric. You chose Mercedes power, right? Do you find the difference in fuel saving versus the Renault is significant? Yes, we are Mercedes power. I wouldn't say it is significant when the difference was 50%, I believe. So I was expecting it to be a lot worse. I can definitely tell, because when we run on standard with the Renault, like after a few laps, we'd be at like +1. But for the benefit of the power it's given us, yeah, it's not... It doesn't outweigh the benefits, that fuel saving that it gives you, to be honest with you.
Copy.
And in fact, you know, if you run fuel high, it does have adverse effects on the engine. So in a way, you know, it can be a negative, unless you... probably what's best to do is underfuel the car, but I don't like doing that for some reason. I've just always been against it. Perez in the pits for Williams. We've got to think about Danny Ric getting into the pits now. Last lap Max did a 1:32.3, so yeah, he's about a second and a half quicker than Bottas, so he's going to have quite a substantial lead as Max, but as I say, they'll be at different phases until the final stint, so it'll be interesting to see. Let's just see where that 24 seconds is now. So it'd be...
That actually looked good.
Copy.
24, so what that'd be 38 seconds, wouldn't it? So we'd be right at Sonoda here. I think we'd just clear Sonoda, so ideally we'd want Sonoda to come in, but Sonoda is on the mediums. I think we're going to split the RBs and probably have to get past Hulkenberg pretty quickly when Danny Ric comes in.
We don't need liftoff.
So let's ask Danny Ric to get into the pits.
Box, 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 box.
We may as well attack these tyres now.
Box confirmed.
So this is going very well for us so far. Maybe max out, give him a bit of pressure for the coming race, then it may not work out that way, but will be good for the championship. Yeah, I think that's the thing, like, you know, even though it would really bring on the championship battle, if Max does have a DNF, not the end of the world, but for Lando, I actually think there's more pressure on Lando in that respect. So if Lando has a DNF anywhere, it's basically over. Maybe that's what Perez will do to continue to drive in 2025, an accidental collision with Lando Norris. But no, to be fair, I hope neither of them DNF. I just hope Lando starts to get good points advantage over the next few races, and we get down to the last race with two drivers being able to win the championship.
Just keep looking after your tires.
So obviously that went very well last time that happened.
Daniel pit lane.
Hampton's Ferrari is behaving like a Skoda. Yeah. Right, Daniel Ricciardo into the pits. Now it's down to the pit crew. Our best, the basic average pit stop we can do is about 2.5, 2.6. So we're not setting the world alight, but let's hope it's around that. 2.4, lovely. That's good for us. We'll take that. A very nice stop. So we thought we'd split the RBs. We're ahead of Hulkenberg. That would be even better. I think we are just going to clear him. So that has actually worked out a lot better. There wasn't much of a gap to squeeze into.
On the
Yellow
20,
flag. Lawson's fine. We know Ricciardo's fine. There's Drugovic runs wide.
Here we are then, reaching turn 13.
Well, these Alpines are having a bit of a nightmare.
Just a bit too wide at that point, but all being well and fingers crossed.
But yeah, Hamilton in his Skoda here. Yeah, I don't know how much of the stream you saw, but he locked up and crashed into Fernando. So he ruined his tyres when he was on mediums. Meant he had to pit earlier than he wanted to. He's got significant damage on the car, and he served a 5-second penalty. So his race pretty much ruined now. How's Piastri got on after those pit stops? He's going to be pretty close to Lawson, to be fair. Is he going to jump Lawson? Another yellow flag. As George Russell has locked up.
Now we see this was at turn 15. And there's the lockup.
Oh,
Just unable to
nearly
control
into
the car by that
Bottas.
point.
His teammate who's leading the race. That could have been absolutely awful. It's awful for George because he's lost 2 places, it looks like, there. The Sainz and Norris, and wrecked his tyres, so he'll have to pit next lap, you'd imagine. But yeah, I was trying to work out Lawson here. What's that going to be? 51 seconds. So yeah, Piastri's going to be about 6 seconds ahead of Lawson, so he has well and truly jumped us here. But Piastri has used 21% of his new tyres, so we'll have a good tyre advantage on him. I still think we might be racing Piastri. I think Alonso's not stopped, is he? Right, Lawson, we need to get in.
Box this lap, please.
Copy box.
Yeah, Lawson will pit, so Piastri's going to jump us. Russell Jordan, I used Renault Power in Season 1, the rebirth of Jordan F1 team, yellow and black livery, and a true rags to rich story. Hardest settings, Hauger and Stanek in my cars. Loving that. Loving that, Russell. Eddie Jordan's back. We're liking that. Already upgraded my race simulator to max level. Yeah, that's a key thing to do. If you're using young drivers, get that race simulator up to max level. It makes a world of difference. You can assign the smooth operator to replace Ricciardo in the future, Callie. I don't know, to be fair, but if Ricciardo continues like this year, it would be a bit harsh not to re-sign him for another year at least. I feel as we've developed and we've got into the points, he's doing enough at Ricciardo. We're obviously only 3 races in, so we'll see how the whole season goes. Also depends if he declines anymore. I'd feel a bit bad if he continues to score points regularly for us this season, then we bin him off, but we'll see. I think the driver I'd like to most get in the car in this series, if I was going for anyone, would probably be Oscar Piastri. Crazy car, yo buddy, how's it going? Right, here we go then. Hopefully, same again, somewhere between 2.4 to 2.8, anywhere like that is pretty normal for us whilst we're trying to improve the pit crew. Sonoda pits at the same time, so that'd be less traffic for us. We might be behind a few cars here with Lawson. 2.8, as we say, that's kind of in our range. But yeah, Piastri well clear of us. Is Gasly going to clear us? Looks like we'll be out ahead of Gasly, actually. Will we? No, Gasly is just going to get past us, I believe. Ricciardo's passed Alonso. Alonso's still yet to make his first stop, I believe. No, he's going for a very long first stop. I think they're on the mediums though, aren't they, these guys? Yeah. Russell has made his stop now. Right, so Ricciardo's back into clean air. He's pushing these tyres now to lap 35. And Lawson to lap 31. And we need to clear Gasly here pretty quickly. Yo, Teddy, what happened with Hamilton? Hamilton had a big lockup. He crashed into Alonso, so that caused him to have significant damage on the car. With the lockup, he wrecked his mediums, meaning he had to pit a lot earlier, and he also got a 5-second penalty. So, as I say, his race is ruined. Down there in P17, that's a net P17. He's just stuck down there now. Right, Lawson. I will give him a bit of deployment out of the final corner just to make certain of this move. We're not losing time behind Gasly.
Copy.
And then we'll see how we're doing pace-wise.
Temps look good.
Okay.
Here we go. This should be pretty easy work in the end then. So Liam Lawson is past Gasly. We'll just harvest them. We'll go back to neutral. Teddy, thanks for the follow, buddy. Much
You did a great
appreciated.
job.
Now we can see what happened.
As I say, we
Here we go.
deployed out of that
Heading
final
into
corner.
turn
Then
one.
we had DRS, so this was all
And
pretty
they
easy
squeezed
work.
by.
Past Gasly, who's having a nice solid drive in that kick Sauber tonight. Hulkenberg is yet to pit, isn't he? Yeah. And Alonso. So I think Gasly will be in the in the points after those stops. BBX, hi, what race is this? Also, I have yet to get this game, might be getting it for my birthday. This is the third race of the second season in Suzuka, Japan. And I hope you get this as a present for your birthday. So we're just burning off some of the excess fuel that Lawson's got. What we want to have a look is, when's Hulkenberg coming? We might have to pass Hulkenberg, you know.
Tires okay for now.
Understood.
Yeah, we might have to pass Hulkenberg. Yeah, I mean when he falls away with his overall. Yeah, I think he declined by 1 already, Ricciardo, down to 81. I believe he was 82, he's down to 81. So, yeah, I think even if he, although I just said if he has a good season, we'll keep him. But if he has a good season and he drops to 80 by the end of the season, I don't think we can really retain him because that's not going to be enough to really battle for a championship in the future. Sainz in the pit for Red Bull. And we're now approaching Hulkenberg.
Copy.
So hopefully same again here. Oh, nearly going to be alongside before the DRS. DRS open. And Liam Lawson is back into the points. Carlos Sainz, yeah, well clear of Ricciardo, so we're not in that fight. But Lawson back into the points. He's 7 seconds behind Alonso, but Alonso's got to stop going very long. Norris has gone to lap 25 on softs, but he is OP on tyres in this game. 7, so we're 8 seconds behind Piastri, so we've got to see if Lawson is going to close that gap or not. You know when the car, you know your car is in trouble when K-Mag in the game overtakes you with his overall versus Hamilton. Not knocking K-Mag, the guy for a new start team would be class. Do you know what? I love a bit of K-Mag. Personality-wise, he's one of those drivers, isn't he? He's got a bit about him, but yeah, skill level hasn't been there. Certainly not in the game, anyway. I thought he was going to be the next best thing when he started with McLaren. Podium on debut in Australia, I believe, wasn't it? Was it third place? And obviously McLaren never really had the car, and sometimes that's the thing. Got to have a bit of luck with a driver, be in the right team to showcase your talents. Who do you think be last in this season? Alpine, Haas, Kick, or RB? I think it's going to be Alpine. I think in our season this year, I think it's going to be Alpine. Haas early on have been pretty good. They've been challenging around where they are now, sort of 12th to 14th. Williams, I thought, were a little bit better than where they are in this race. Probably say RB are about 8th, 9th. So, yeah, I'd say Alpine are probably going to be last in this series. But it depends, obviously, how the AI develop the car, of course. Alright, so it's now 7.7. Not really closing too much to Piastri, are we? But Piastri is on the softs. What has Piastri done? I think he's gone softs, hasn't he? Yeah, so Piastri will be on the mediums last stint, where we'll be on the softs. Do you think it's still going to be difficult to catch him? But we'll see. Alonso is just, yeah, never going to pit. I'd imagine he's going to pit this lap. What's your favourite car? Do you mean as in favourite team, Teddy? My favourite team is McLaren. If you mean favourite livery, Not sure on that one. I'm just expecting Alonso to peel into the pits. Yeah, I want to see him in IndyCar. Yeah, I could see that. Or now I could even see a K-Mag in NASCAR. And yeah, Alonso does pit. So that releases Lawson. Hasn't got to overtake Alonso. Now we're in a bit of no man's land with both drivers. Bottas still yet to pit. And Charles Leclerc. So Max is going to have a pretty handsome lead, but are these other drivers going to be able to capitalise on that later in the race? Alonso drops to 17th. Not sure that is the best idea, running that long for Aston Martin.
Maintain that, please.
Who do you think is going to win the... Is that the Constructors BBX or Championship? Drivers' Championship. Constructors, I think McLaren's going to win the Constructors this year. Drivers, I would still give it to Max. He's got a significant point advantage, so yeah, I would still give it to Max at this stage. But we'll see. As I say, I hope Lando wins the next few and Max has maybe some 3rd to 5th place finishes. I'd like to get to the last race of the season with a few points in it. Spice it up a bit. But yeah, it's definitely an advantage to Max. You'd prefer to have that point advantage. The thing with K-Mag, he turned up as McLaren started falling off, and well, with Ron Dennis first, the shareholders, and K-Mag ended up having to leave. Who knows? Turner Ward not happened. Yeah, well, as I say, he started really well, so the skill level has been there by K-Mag, but as I say, sometimes you've just got to be a bit lucky and be in the right car to showcase your talents. And if you've got a really poor car, even the best driver's going to struggle. I think the true test really is against your teammate, and that's where you can, you know, test someone. You look at K-Mag versus Hulkenberg, or, you know, whatever battle across the grid. If you've not got a great car, then you look at the teammate battle. I hope Lando wins because he's doing very good this season. Yeah, he's doing well, but he's made his own errors, and McLaren's a team. To be fair, McLaren have thrown away a few points, and Lando themselves, and Lando as well. You know, you can blame it on Max in Austria, but the whole thing was pretty sloppy. Lando could have been a bit more patient, or he knows what Max is like, so that lost him points. And then, you know, whether you like it or not favouring Lando over Piastri, that's cost McLaren points. So I'd probably say there's a good somewhere between 10 and 30 extra points McLaren could have had for Lando. That makes a significant difference. Yellow flag. Virtual safety car. We are okay.
Virtual safety car.
Charles jumps straight into the
Stay
pits.
close to the reference.
Understood.
And there's been quite a crash.
It's Nico Hulkenberg. Talking about K-Mag and Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg now in the RB. What's happened here? It loses the rear end straight in the barrier. There's hardly any runoff there. So losing it there, you're going to end up in the barrier. Hulkenberg has ended up in the barrier. And it's a virtual safety car. Hulkenberg's retired. Why is Bottas not pitted? Was he already past the pit exit? Works out lovely for Charles. Ricciardo right on him. We would have jumped him if it wasn't for that virtual, though I don't think we're really racing him, but that works out nicely. If Bottas can get round and into the pits, that is going to work out very nicely for him. He's still... Verstappen's right behind him, though, but...
Battery is full.
Understood.
Will Bottas get into the pits here? I think he will. Yeah, Bottas pits. So this is going to work out very nice for Valtteri. Because Max is nearly in need of it. I would have stopped if I was Max as well, to be fair, though.
You are approaching some.
At least you'd be on same strategy as Bottas then. Just interested to see where Bottas comes out. So the gap is going to be significant to Max. 17 seconds. Bottas could be one-stopping, though. It's got to get 23 laps, and we're under a virtual, so...
Norris in front of you. Norris now is 5 in front.
Doesn't make sense for us to for us to stop because we're not really battling anyone. That normally stops
Yes,
the timing there.
Understood.
DRS enabled.
Right, so yeah, Verstappen still leads. Russell's 9 seconds back. Everyone's on the net strategy now, but Verstappen is nearly due a stop. So it's going to be interesting to see. Bottas, I think, is going to have a really good pace on these ahead of him.
Copy. Copy.
So we're still that 7 seconds behind Piastri. Let's see if we start to eat into that now. Ricciardo, as I say, is behind Charles, but we're not really going to be able to fight him. And Ricciardo, we want to keep Piastri behind, really.
Temps look good.
Teddy Brown, how long is the race? I have to go soon. All depends, but that's okay, buddy. You don't need to stick for the whole thing. There's probably about 20 minutes left, I'd say, depending.
P9, P9.
Yeah, you saw the wreck of Renault when he left originally for Haas back in the day. Hope Andretti'd come in and save him and sign him up, maybe buy out Alpine. I'd imagine Andretti will go for... I just feel they'll go for an all-American lineup. Could be wrong, though. They're definitely going to have one American in that car if they do join the sport. Right. So where do we need to stop here? Lap 36 for Lawson. Lap 35 for Ricciardo. We might be able to extend that a little bit now, though, of course, with the safety car.
We will be ready.
Okay, understood.
Which we definitely will be able to, I'd imagine. So we'll just push on. Yeah, Lawson's not really gaining on Piastri. Slightly, a couple of temps. What's last lap? Yeah, about 3 temps that last lap. We were quicker. Piastri will have to pit soon, though, as Bottas is now 5 seconds off the lead. And as we say that, Piastri is pitting.
You ready?
Okay, mate, copy.
He's going to come out in a bit of traffic, so that's nice. Let's hope he gets bogged down in that. Bottas. Yeah, I think I'm predicting it now. Bottas is going to win this race. I feel he's in prime position to win this one. Hi, Atty, buddy. Hope you're all doing well on this fine Friday. Right, so yeah, we're hoping Piastri gets caught up behind Gasly and Magnussen for a little while because we haven't got to stop quite yet. I'm going to try and extend this just so we're on those softs at the end. Quicker tyre, because if you look at this, we are right at the edge of tyre life on that strategy. Same with Lawson. Well, Lawson even worse. So if we can just extend it a little bit, just gives us a little bit more margin on those softs at the end. Going well. Ice hockey team win. Glad to hear, Atty. Good job. Verstappen is in the pits. So Bottas does now lead. Is he going to the end on those tyres, or is he going for an aggressive push on softs to go softs again at the end? But Mercedes have a 1-2 here in Suzuka. They've started the season very well indeed. Liga team name Kalpa. Very nice. But yeah, they started the season very well, have Mercedes. Piastri is now... Here we go. This is very nice. This is what we want to see. And it's worse for Piastri because there's 2 cars here. If there was 1, he'd be getting past these very quickly. If he does clear 1, he'll clear the other one pretty easily. But this will be affecting his lap times big time and his tyre life. So this is big for us. Big for Lawson if he's to have a battle with Oscar Piastri at the end of this race. If you're jumping into the streams, you enjoy it, please do like the video. It really helps me out. And it's very much appreciated. Is Oscar going to go for a move through here? No, he can't. So he's got to get it done either bravely down into one of these next corners through 130R at the end of the lap or on the start-finish straight. The problem is Gasly has got DRS on Magnussen, so that's going to be difficult for Piastri. Ricciardo we're going to extend. Here we go then. Is Oscar going to get one of these drivers here? The good thing for us is Gasly is benefiting from a toe to Magnussen, which is making it harder for Oscar to make a move.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
As Verstappen has got Danny Ric,
Okay,
but Verstappen's coming
focusing.
back through. We're not in a fight with Max Verstappen. Magnussen pits, so that's unfortunate for us because Oscar should just whiz by Gasly now. Although Gasly does keep DRS, of course, because he had it on Magnussen. But it looks like Piastri is going to clear them now. Ooh, nearly contact. So Piastri will be pretty quick now. He's on those mediums. I think we can attack on these tyres, to be fair.
Let's try to clear him as quick as we can.
Atty, I do likes. Brilliant. Thank you for the likes. Much appreciated. As Teo Porcher has ran wide. Yes, so it's 11 seconds to Piastri, so I think it's going to be a hard ask to try and catch up with him, but we'll see how we go. Right, we'll stop Ricciardo next lap. Get him on his sauce.
Box, 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 box.
Okay, box confirmed.
So 16 laps to go. Our second stop's now approaching us. Just trying to burn up the tyre life here. And Ricciardo, I don't want them to get too hot. I don't want to risk him having an error. Oh.
2 cars out.
2 cars have come together. What's happened here? Oh, it's the Alpine again. With a Williams. Oh, I think Drugovich probably needed to get out of that. There was debris on there and the leaders went through. I have seen previously punctures when that's happened. Doesn't look like it's happening this time though. Ricciardo jumps into the pits then.
Your pit lane.
Who's your favourite racer? Well, I support a team rather than a racer, so to speak. So either the McLaren boys, Norris or Piastri, I would have to say, because of that. Right, come on. Nice clean stop, please. 2.6, that's pretty decent for us. Right, let's stop Liam Lawson as well.
Reminder, throttle and pit exit.
There was no penalties there between Drugovich and the Williams of Ocon. So Ricciardo's back out. Piastri's 5 seconds behind, so we have got to try and cover Piastri off for Danny Ric as well.
P8. Behind you is Piastri.
Yeah, Piastri could challenge Ricciardo, so we've got to watch that. I don't think Lawson will have the speed to get back up to Piastri.
16 laps to go.
Yeah, I don't think Bottas is going to stop again, so unless he's overtaken on track, Bottas is going to bring it home to win this one. Right, let's get Lawson in. So for another clean stop. I don't think, as I say, we're going to battle Piastri. Look, we'll nearly be a full pit stop behind, so... Nonetheless, let's jump in, see how we go. Teddy Brown got to go. Bye, buddy. Thanks for jumping in. Much appreciated. Come on, then. Boys and girls at Team Lotus, final stop of the day. 2.8, not our best, but again, no major error. Gasly jumping into the pits at the same time. So we should be pretty clear here for Lawson, and we are indeed. And we should just be bringing the car home now for Lawson. 15 seconds to Piastri, so I think that's going to be a bit too much. Yeah, I could see that too, but not many great Americans to race in F1 these days. Shame Joseph Newgarden is too old now for F1 at 33, nearly joining one to join Haas. Yeah, I wonder if they'll still be going after Coulter. That's what I feel. We'll see. They've got to be able to join the sport first of all, of course. Yeah, I feel Colton Herta would be their go-to. being part of their Andretti team. Already in Indy, of course. I don't know if he's got a super license though, has he? So they'd have to work around that if not. Back to my Jordan career, been grinding hard, and just last night had a crazy heavy rain race at Austria with some well-timed stops and a little luck. Managed to sneak a P10. Just stand it for our first point. Good work, Russell. Where should you be in the pecking order? So 16.4 to Piastri, and Ricciardo's 25 seconds off this top 6, so nothing's going to happen there unless we get an incident. Just got to watch Piastri if he starts to gain on Danny Ric. We've got a yellow flag. Both our drivers okay. That yellow flag is still out. Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton is having an absolute stinker. Behind the Haas. And see you never, Lewis. What an awful race for Lewis Hamilton. 2,000 lights, thanks, Ati. Mercedes, yeah, Mercedes dominating this one at the moment. I don't know if Verstappen can get back up to them. That's a hard task. We're maintaining that 5 seconds to Piastri, so that's pretty good for us. Alonso's 3 seconds back on Lawson. He's gone on the hard tyres. So did Sainz. Don't like the hard tyres around Suzuka. If you do play F1 Manager, don't use hards at Suzuka. That's my advice. Softs and mediums definitely the way to go around this track. Yeah, Alonso. We'll monitor Alonso, but I think we've got enough to push as and when we need to on him.
Possible P7. Next car is Max.
As an uncurable, optimistic and lifelong Ferrari fan, I'm predicting a Leclerc in this weekend, and for your sake I'll say Norris P2 and Verstappen P8. I'll take that. Take that, Russell. You can have Charles winning the race if Norris is P2 and Verstappen P8. Been impressed actually with Charles, second half of the season, and certainly this last third of the season. He's been really impressive. It's going to be interesting to see that dynamic between him and Lewis. In the performance index, we are only marginally better than Kick Sauber, but slowly trending up. You're 10th out of 11, so getting a point in Austria, which is, what, midpoint of the season. Very good stuff indeed. I love those races where you're not expected to get anything and opportunities present themselves. Not had this today, though. It's been quite an easy race for us. What should we say that on one of our drivers now spins? But yeah, it's been pretty easy for us. Ricciardo has pretty much been that 7th place for most of the race.
Okay.
Piastri's not really making an impact on him. Alonso's not making an impact on Lawson, and Lawson's not really gaining on Piastri. I'd say Lawson has been very solid for us. He's not setting the world alight in terms of his pace, and Danny Ric's had the pace on him so far this year. But compared to Mick, where we would expect, you know, certainly in a free race spell, at least 1 or 2 errors, he's error-free so far. And I hope I'm not cursing him, but he's been error-free so far. Doing everything he needs to. I'll say, hopefully with the simulator and what have you, we can develop him. He's only going to get better, so things are looking good for us and Liam Lawson. Solid race today, Kelly. Let's bring home those points. It's looking good. It's looking good. Stiv, try to get a fastest lap. Good call, Stiv. I'm liking your thinking. What's our tyres compared to everyone? Yeah, it's a good chance. All right, let's go for it, Stiv. I like it.
Drift off for the fuel.
Let's, we'll go for it. We're going to go for it, Stiv.
Charge on.
Yep, understood.
Your wish is my command. We should have 90-odd% battery. We'll let both drivers have a go, shall we?
Oh, you can use the deploy.
Yep, understood.
Right, Danny Ric's on his way then.
Push now, push now.
Understood.
Let's go for a fastest lap. See how far off we get.
Copy.
Big push.
Copy.
Let's see if we can set a fastest lap. That would be a... Did we set a fastest lap last year? I don't know. We might have done. Let's see if we can here. Looking for some purple sectors here.
Keep looking after your tyres. Keep looking after your tyres. You did a very good job.
And we do go purple. Very nice. Danny Ric. 31.3 in the first sector. What does Liam Lawson do in comparison? So it's a 31.3 for Danny Ric. 31.7. 4 tenths off Liam Lawson. Miles off at Liam. Danny Ric looking good for a fastest lap. Another purple sector. Come on, Danny. You went out with a fastest lap in real life. Give us a fastest lap here. As George Russell is pitting. This should be the fastest lap of the race.
Look after the tyres.
And it is the fastest lap of the race for Danny Ricciardo.
Last lap was
1:27.2.
Charge on.
But
Yep.
George Russell has just pitted in front of us, so that is very frustrating because he might have a go at beating that now.
Yep.
But yeah, Danny Ric did a 1:27.2. What does Liam Lawson do? Miles off at Liam.
Okay, copy.
Liam had a go, but it's not enough. Are our tyres okay to get to the end after? That's fine. We can conserve them a bit if we need to. The gap's a massive 12 to Alonso, 10 to Piastri, so absolutely fine. It's got a bit of traffic here. What tyres has George gone to? Sauce. Oh. George's going to try and nick that fastest lap from us.
So we just have to get head on.
Well, let's hope this Alpine gets out of the way. That would be very nice indeed. Alpine, what are you doing? Van Dorn is... it's like completely on the racing line. Oh, well, Stoffel Van Dorn suddenly thinks he's fighting for P7 here, or holding on to it. Come on, Frontier, we need to bring in penalties for drivers blocking. Right, we need to drive in clean air here if he's going to do this.
Cool the car.
This is ridiculous. Oh, for goodness sake, thank God for that. Well, Van Dorn is now the
Okay.
least liked driver on the grid for me. That is Ricciardo's engineer upgrade that got him that. Yeah, I'm loving having Pierre Hamlin in Daniel Ricciardo's and our ear. Got a soothing voice, has Pierre. But Drugovich, yeah, obviously bored in last place. Van Dorn, sorry. Not quite last, in 20th. The Alpines, Drugovich is 20 seconds off his teammate, and Van Dorn is 16, nearly 17 seconds off 19th place, so they are absolutely slow. What's Russell doing? He's not setting purple laps as Russell, so we'll see. Hopefully we'll hold on to that fastest lap. Danish Dynamite, what is this? What was that from Van Dorn? Absolutely out of order, I find. They should merge F1 Manager with normal F1 games so they could give strategy to players. Yeah, I don't really play the actual F1 racing games now, but there's definitely aspects from this game that they could benefit from. It's kind of like FIFA or EA, whatever, FC now, isn't it? It's just, you know, same game every year near enough. Right, so Ricciardo maintaining that fastest lap. Is George going to give it a go? I don't know. Bottas is definitely going to the end. Charles is going to... Norris had a lock-up. Norris is there. Has he just given a place away to Max here? He has, but Max was right on him anyway.
The wheels just lock up there. Now, they did leave it very late.
What has happened there? Sorry. Did he just lock up whilst accelerating? That wasn't a braking zone, was it not? There's a right-hand kink there that is, you know, either easing off the accelerator or... That was random. Is Norris going to try and get Verstappen back here? Both on the medium tyres, but it looks like Verstappen's going to finish 4th, so actually pitting early is not going to benefit him. Bottas, who's leading the Drivers' Championship, is going to win this race, it looks like it. Teddy Brown, I love FIFA. Nothing wrong with FIFA at all. Or FC, but yeah, still call it FIFA, even though you shouldn't, but yeah. 4,000 likes, thanks on TikTok. Thanks, everyone. Much appreciated. The Alpines are the worst team, though. They become the Minardi team reborn. Terrible. Oh, you can't brandish him with Minardi, though, you viewed. Although Minardi were terrible. There's something about Minardi that I love. Could have done a Minardi series as well. Yeah. Old Fernando back in the day in a Minardi. Where are you from? I'm from the UK, Danish Dynamite. By Caddy, their time is 22:15. No worries, Atty. Have a good night, buddy. Or you also live on something else? Yes, BBX, I'm live on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. See you next time, Atty. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. Right, so we've got 5 laps to go. What's happening? Anything interesting? Norris and Verstappen battle. That's about it, I think. Hamilton down. Hamilton is just, yeah. Max goes very late there. This is a very accurate battle of these two. Lawson's 12 seconds off Piastri, but as I say, we're not really going to be gaining on that. Are we getting these tyres to the end? Yes, we should.
6 more laps.
Okay, understood.
Another race tomorrow. Afraid not, Russell, but we'll be back on Tuesday for another live stream. I'll drop the episode of this one, Suzuka, so all of the build-up, what we did pre-race, practice qualifying, and the full race. Those highlights will be out Monday, and then we'll be back for another live stream Tuesday, another episode Thursday, and another live stream Friday. So that's pretty much the schedule. 2 episodes a week, Monday and Thursday, 2 live streams a week, Tuesday and Friday. But where I can sneak in an extra one, I certainly do that. Yeah, Minardi were a classic team, but like Tyrrell, they were also around, but great history on a shoestring budget. Yeah, you're not ever going to get teams like that again in the future. The business, a bit like football, has evolved so much into a business. You know, you're more likely to see an Elon Musk X team than you are a true, you know, out of the garage racing team, local racing team that builds up. Back in the day, those days are long gone. So Norris has dropped off Verstappen now. Verstappen has got 3 seconds to Charles, so maybe he'll have a little battle with Charles, but I don't think he's going to quite get to his teammate Sainz. So Sainz actually in the Red Bull is going to beat Max, unless, yeah, Sainz should get those hards to the end, but he might drop off significantly, Sainz. So actually, there might be a bit of a last lap battle here for second place between Sainz, Charles and Verstappen. We're not pushing on fuel or anything. No, we are good. Now, Hamilton not doing as well as I thought. Hamilton has had an awful race. He's had a penalty. He's got significant damage. He's had a lock-up. He's had a spin. He's had a bad day, bless him. 3 to go. So as Verstappen, Charles not really gaining on Sainz though, is he? Just whether Sainz has to drop his... Oh, Charles can't really push his tyres either, so it might be working in the favour of Max. Would Max get up to second place here? He's going to have to... No. No, we can't.
Right then, you can take a look now.
No, we
Now, by the
can't.
looks of things, we're at turn 15 now.
There was Charles.
And the car fails to respond.
And,
hopefully
there goes
there's
Charles.
not too much damage to the tyres.
So Max may be pushing a little bit hard, too hard. And he's dropped 5 seconds back. So that's probably going to be all she wrote. Arrows. Arrows is a classic theme. Frentzen, didn't Frentzen end up at Arrows? Sure he did. Heinz Harald Frentzen. What a name, what a driver. So Bottas is going to win. The man who's leading the championship, on his return to Mercedes, is Valtteri Bottas going to become a world champion this year? He begins his final lap. Max, with that lockup, is not going to be able to catch Charles. I think he would have done without it. We are comfortably going to bring it home in 7th place for Ricciardo and 9th for Lawson. So Lawson's just got to keep it on the tarmac. He's going to get his first points for us this season. Well, let's forward this on then. And Bottas, as we say, is about to win the Grand Prix. So, as we call him, the mullet man over here. And here we go then. Valtteri is about to win the Japanese Grand Prix. It's going to be Carlos Sainz in second place for Red Bull. So Carlos beating his teammate. So Verstappen not having it all his way in the Red Bull. This time there's no Perez there. He's got a tougher teammate in Carlos Sainz. Charles Leclerc third. Max Verstappen fourth. It's going to be Russell fifth. It's going to be Norris sixth. And is Danny Ricciardo who's going to round the final corners here. His best finish of the year. It's been 9th everywhere else so far, but it's 7th place here in Suzuka. Lovely race for Daniel Ricciardo. Managed well. Easy. Easy, they say out there. Pain-free, easy race.
Nice one, guys.
But I'm even more happy for Liam Lawson, who he takes that position that Danny Ric has been finishing 9th. And Lawson, a solid race, error-free.
Wait for the dash.
Not super pace, but doing enough to bring the car home in 9th place. And I believe that is our first ever double points finish as Team Lotus. Because Mick gained our first point of the season last year and he never scored again. So that is in fact our first ever double points finish. Thanks to Daniel Ricciardo in P7 and Liam Lawson for his first point, of the season and for Team Lotus in P9. Come on the boys. Crazy Kai, some nice points. Bottas in first with Mercedes. What is happening here? Come on, yes.
There wasn't too much expectation of them today.
That's what's happened with Bottas. He didn't have that mullet when he was at Mercedes. He's come back. He's got the mullet. He's got no pressure. Lewis Hamilton. He's winning races. Yeah, when Frentzen was at Arrows, they had free drivers contract drive for them because Jos Verstappen still had a contract when Frentzen took his drive. And here we go then. Race results. Valtteri Bottas, look at the beautiful man there in first place. He's loving it this season. He wins the race. Carlos Sainz in second. Charles Leclerc, good drive there, up 7 places to third. Max drops one, finishes fourth. He's finished around third to fourth, I feel, in most of the races this season. George Russell started on pole, finishes fifth. That's disappointing for him. Lando Norris sixth. Daniel Ricciardo 7th. We did qualify 6th, but we knew it was going to be hard to hold on to that. But 7th is very good indeed. And don't forget, we did set the fastest lap and we held on to it. So it's an extra point. So 6 points for 7th place, an extra point for the fastest lap, 7 points, which obviously will no longer be a thing in Formula 1 next season. They're ditching that for 2025. Oscar Piastri, really good race, up 10 places, up to 8th. Liam Lawson finishes where he started. So as I say, nothing spectacular, but a good solid drive and gets 2 points as well. Fernando Alonso down 3, finishes 10th. And the only real surprise down here is poor Lewis Hamilton. As I say, nightmare race, locked up, ruined those medium tyres, got significant damage by crashing into Alonso and a penalty with Alonso. So was bogged down about 15th place and then spun later in the race. So a day to forget for Lewis Hamilton. And the Alpines near enough finished a lap down, I think, on the rest of the field, let alone the leaders. All right, Callie, have a good weekend. I'm off to work. Russell, okay, buddy, no worries. I would say enjoy, but if it's enjoyable, then do enjoy, but take it easy, buddy. Toro Rosso vibes seeing Carlos Sainz in the Red Bull. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Never quite got to Red Bull, did Carlos, but yeah. 6,000 likes, thanks Teddy. Right, Drivers' Championship then. Look at this. Valtteri Bottas leading the way. What's that? 29-point gap already after 3 races. He's dominating as Valtteri. Lando Norris up 2 places to second place on the same amount of points as Carlos Sainz in the Red Bull, who leads his teammate 9 more points than Max Verstappen. He's having a bit of a stinker, Max, so far this season. It's Oscar Piastri in 4th. Lewis Hamilton down 3. No points scored in 5th place. Max, as we say, in 6th. Charles Leclerc 7th. George Russell 8th. And then we have ourselves, Danny Ricciardo, staying in 9th place, but a good haul of points today, 7. And up to 13. I think that's what we got in all of last season, Danny Ricciardo. So he's matched last year's points tally already 3 races in. And Fernando Alonso rounds out the top 10. Liam Lawson now up 1 place. As I say, the top 10 were the only 10 to score so far, but Liam Lawson makes that 11 drivers now with his 2 points. And the constructors standing, so it's Mercedes who lead the way, jumping McLaren after that great result for Bottas. McLaren are in 2nd, then it's Red Bull. Ferrari drop probably by Lewis Hamilton not scoring points, but it's going to be very close, it looks like, between these top 4. We look like we're going to be in this 5th place, which is very nice. We're 9 points ahead of Aston Martin in 6th. Kick Sauber move up to 7th, Haas 8th, RB 9th, Williams 10th, and Alpine 11th, but these yet to score. Looked like for a while Gasly and the Kick might have got a point today, but it wasn't to be. And we actually get our first points, pit stop points this season as well. I think that's our first points. 4 points for Daniel Ricciardo. And that moves us in, or we remain in 10th. Looks like Haas are still last in that, as they were last year. So we'll see if we can continue to improve on that. Eddie, are you doing a live tomorrow? No, the next live stream will be Tuesday. So Tuesday, 7:15 p.m. BST. So every Tuesday and Friday, the streams are at 7:15 p.m. BST. So as I say, every Tuesday and Friday here on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. In my new position, I have the ability to work from home. I'm a lead logistics coordinator for the largest pork producer in North America. Very nice, Russell. Very nice. Yeah, I work from home as well, so that's very flexible, especially if you've got a family. Very good stuff. Good race today, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah, it was a good one. No frills, no spills either. Very nice indeed. But this, yeah, the Bottas alternate universe, this metaverse that Bottas is thriving in is enjoyable indeed. But that's going to bring this one to an end. So as I just said there, the streams, if you're jumping in regularly, then you'll know, every Tuesday and Friday, 7:15 BST. Highlighted episodes are on YouTube, so if you've watched this on YouTube, go to the main profile, check the latest episode out, trying to increase the video likes and views on the highlighted episodes as well, so do send some love there. If you've watched on TikTok or Twitch, go to the profile, and in my bio, you'll find the YouTube link, so head over there to watch the highlighted episodes. And as I say, we'll be back Tuesday for the next race in this series. Thanks for dropping in. If you've not already, do smash a like on the video, really does help me out. If you're not already, please do subscribe and follow. As I say, we'll be back in a few days' time to continue the Team Lotus F1 Manager series. And hopefully, I'll see you then and enjoy Formula 1 at the